Today we will be discussing the Murray-Darling Basin in Australia. I've included this slide in our PowerPoint because it has several reasons why this basin is so important to Australia and the communities in Australia. For example, it's home to 2.2 million Australians. It is $24 billion worth of agricultural industries. It is $8 billion worth of tourism industries, and it has 120 water bird species and 46 native fish species. Those are just a few of the examples of why this is so important. So the issue that's associated with this basin is the fact that it has a lot of water scarcity due to the many droughts in the area. Specifically, one that was very impactful was the Millennium Drought. And another reason why there's so much water scarcity is the fact that it has increased usage, which means many people have been using the water in the basin. And as the time has gone on, they've been using it for more and more reasons. This water scarcity has affected the populations of the fish and the birds in the area, which has decreased their populations. And it has also affected the water quality of the basin.
Those who were negatively impacted by the issue of water scarcity include the 2.2 million people who live around the basin and the 3.6 million people who rely on the Murray-Darling Basin for things like drinking, washing, farming, and irrigation. One of the main groups of people who were negatively impacted by the water scarcity and potentially bad water quality were those who worked in agriculture in the area and the crops they were growing. The Murray-Darling Basin accounts for almost 40% by value of Australia's agricultural production. Water has become a tradable commodity, so one economic effect that contributed to the negative impact was the fact that because the water was so scarce, the price of water went up. Political action was taken to help mitigate these negative impacts, including the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, which will be talked about later.
A physical cause of the water scarcity were that the many droughts that occurred in the area, especially the Millennium Drought. The Millennium Drought occurred from 1996 to 2009, and a societal cause would be the fact that people continuously use the water for a variety of different reasons, such as drinking, washing, farming, and irrigation, as Molly stated. Therefore, the amount of water in the basin continued to decrease. If the drought did not occur, then evaporation would have occurred and increased, and precipitation, condensation, and transpiration would have decreased, as illustrated in the photo.
On this slide, we have a detailed picture of the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, but I will just read a summary of it. The issue of water scarcity was resolved by the Australian government when they created the Murray-Darling Basin Plan, which states that only a set amount of water can be taken from the basin each year. This is to make sure the crops, plants, animals, lakes, and wetlands are getting enough water also. The plan includes an environmental watering plan, a water quality and salinity management plan, and rules about trading water.